Hi guys, it's markabusi here and we're back with another song reaction, and today we're doing the song YYZ by Rush. I've done a few Rush songs by this point and I keep saying that they are emo and you guys keep on disagreeing with me, which is absolutely fine, but so far I have been loving every single Rush song that I have listened to, but you guys keep on trying to get me to do 2112 and I looked at it and it was 20 minutes long and that gave me the absolute crippling fear. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to build up to it. So I'm going to do some Rush songs, maybe one a week, one every 2 weeks, and work my way up to get into that song, because I think that that reaction is going to be a biggie, and the plan is to then give that its own stream where I can spend a bit of time with it and break it down into its constituent parts and really deep dive into that song, because I think that it's gonna deserve that. If you guys are interested in watching me do that live, come and join the live stream. It's at twitch.tv/markabusi reactions. If you have no interest in that, that's absolutely fine. In the meantime, I'm gonna do small steps by starting with YYZ and then we'll take it from there. When I get a proper lockdown date as to when that stream will be, I'll let you guys know. Okay. I think that intro was in 5/4, but it might have been in like 10/8, because when I was breaking it down, if I counted 10, it was working fine. If I counted to 5, it wasn't. So I'm not quite sure what that means. Because, you know, how many fucking songs do you really get that is in like 10/8? You guys keep telling me I'm an absolute idiot for suggesting that Rush was the kind of catalyst for a lot of the emo type music out there, but that intro was very MAF Rock. It was very MAF Rock, and MAF Rock is an offshoot of emo music. So I see parallels across the board, and I make them. You guys tell me that I'm stupid. I listen to that. I listen to that intro. I hear Meet Me in St. Louis. I hear Damiera. All bands that are considered MAF Rock / emo. I'm not just pulling this. I'm not just pulling these comparisons out of thin air. Like, I have got reasons for doing it. As far as I'm aware, I've been led to believe that this is an instrumental, so I'm going to go back a little bit because I feel like the changes between sections are quite important and I kind of want to pay attention to that, so I'm going to go back a little bit. That's insane. It just cut to a really quick shot of him there. Hold on, I'll see if I can get it. There. Look at the state of that. With every other drummer, you would look at that cat and go, "You're taking the piss, mate. Like, you don't need that. You are having a laugh at this point. Get that away. At least take some of that home." the back half, the stuff that's behind you that you're definitely not playing. But with Neil Peart, I'm like 95% sure he needs every single part of that drum kit. That's just wild. For a lot of these Rush songs, I have been not deliberately, but in your guys' opinion, diminishing the ability of Alex Lifeson because I have been saying that he is the least talented member of the band. But it's only been in the context of how good a bass player Geddy Lee is and how phenomenal a drummer Neil Peart is. I think this song is actually a really, really good song to show off that he actually does hold his own alongside those two. For people who don't know all the technicalities of guitar, and because in the comments you're always saying, oh, he's doing this with pedals and he's doing this and he's doing that, and as a layman, I don't really get it. I don't see it that much. Here, you can just flat out see what he's doing, and yeah, it's as impressive. It makes it as good as, like, I can now see how he can stand with the other two and it not be imbalanced. Here is a quick breakdown on timings. You've got your absolutely bog standard timing as 4/4, which is just going 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, which is what most songs do. Then you've got 3/4, which is waltz timing. It goes 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, and loads of songs do that as well. Then anything other than that gets a little bit weird. So 5/4, which Rush do quite a bit, they were doing it in the intro, goes 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5, and then if you're trying to tap that, like say you've got a tune in your head and you're trying to tap that, it will sound weird to you because you're adding an extra note more than what naturally feels right. Your other main one would be like 7/8, where you would be doing 4/4 but then you're losing a note, so it would feel weird because it's stopping too soon. So that would be like 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3, and that's kind of how I time it out in my head when I'm listening to the band, and that's kind of how I figure out what timing it is that I'm doing. I just start counting from the first beat, and when it gets to a repetition of the phrase that they're playing, whatever number I hit before that, that's what timing it's in usually. Which is why I was saying in the intro I was getting to 10, but then when I got to 10 and I started trying to do it at 5 to make sure it was 5/4, that wasn't working for me at all, which is why I then got really confused, because I was like, well, how the hell can it be in like a 10 count signature when they're not hitting a chord change on after the 5th beat? As basically, guys, that's a wee breakdown on how I do timings. If you had any interest in that, if you didn't have any interest in that, or I'm stupid, then I apologise for wasting your time. Okay, that's taking the piss. That's taking the piss. I was sitting thinking right there, the only drummer I can think of that's even close to being good is Danny Carey. It's the only drum cam that I've watched where I'm like, yeah, okay, that's close. Possibly the drummer from the first Mars Volta album. I mean, the drumming in the album is absolutely ludicrous. I was like, yeah, okay, he's in like my top 5 drummers now for this song. And then he did the stick throw and then just, you know, massively high stick throw, caught it straight into a completely different, not different time signature, but just a different mood, a different speed. That's impressive. That's pretty bloody impressive. You've kind of got to imagine it being in that crowd would be quite the experience. And I don't mean in the crowd where you're doing that thing where you're standing back because everybody's gone nuts and you're a wee bit scared. I mean being right in the middle of that fucking jumping mob. Sweat everywhere. Normally instrumentals kind of lose me if they're any more than like 30 seconds. I get bored if there's not a melody line there for me to kind of hook myself onto and pull me through. That was great. And I think it was really good because the instrumental was always changing. It was really dynamic. The 3 members were doing really intricate stuff from start to finish. So like any time I was like, the drums are a bit, I could go and pay attention to the bass instead, move on to the guitar. So, and I think because all of them were playing at such a level that you really could have added like another 2 or 3 minutes onto that and it would have been absolutely fine. We're gonna not do the emo scale for this one. I'm gonna say now, songs like that is the birth of MAF Rock. You guys need to accept that. It just is what it is. I'm not saying it's particularly emo. I'm not saying Rush are emo. I'm saying the emo bands came up listening to Rush and used the influence of Rush to form how they went about their songs. And that's just a thing. Please take that as what it is and don't come at me in the comments. I'm just stating an opinion. It's no based on fact. It's just an opinion, guys. Just an opinion. I get a lot in the comments about how you just say things that are wrong and you say them as if like with such conviction. And I'm like, well, yeah. How would this channel work if every single sentence I said was like, I don't really know about this? Guys, that was YYZ by Rush. Tell me, before I hit 2112, which I'm gonna do, is get in its own stream, what is the next Rush song that you guys think I should do to prepare me for that absolute monolith of a tune that I'm gonna be doing? Let me know in the comments below. I've been markabusi, guys. Thank you very much for watching and I will see you next time.